What's up, it's you? For today's video, with a full Piplup evolution team. We got 2 Piplups, 2 Prinplups, and 2 Empoleon to make up the team of 6. Now, earlier on, I did the Turtwig evolution team, so if you haven't checked that one out already, make sure you do. I think I uploaded that about 4 to 6 hours ago, and a couple of days ago, I did the Chimpjo evolution team. So Piplup is going to be our final starter for 4th gen. Now, if you want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams and stuff like that, so links in the description. Go check it out if you haven't already, and let's get into these battles. The first battle, this is against Hallowed, and I've got 3 battles today in this one video, so definitely thinking that 3 battles are going to be the normal thing now. Okay, first Pokemon is a Luxray, and this is quite a scary Pokemon when you think about what my team is here. Now, Piplup, this first one, just looking at my Piplup builds. So we got a Hydro Pump, Protect, Icy Wind, Mud Slap set. The EV spread on this is max special attack, and max speed, a modest nature. Ability is going to be time. So I thought about this for a little bit. I knew that Luxray would probably outspeed me, so I thought, well, I'll go for Hydro Pump, and that'll put me in torrent range, and that'll do a lot of damage. Probably won't take it out, but it'll do like a lot, right? Unfortunately, it's going to use Thunder Wave and Paralyze me, so my Hydro Pump is going to miss as well, just to top it off. Here comes a Spark from the Luxray that's going to take me all the way down to 1 health, so this Luxray really wanted to make sure I was going to be paralyzed, right? So go for the Hydro Pump. This time it's going to land, which is very, very good. Now I'm in like the torrent range. Look how much damage it does, almost taking it out, which is very, very cool. Unfortunately, if I landed that very first Hydro Pump, I would have actually been able to beat the Luxray, which would have been amazing. But that's okay. Piplup did a pretty solid job there. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to be swapping in is going to be my Empoleon. Now, this is the, this is the Choice Scarf set. So, I've got on this one, Flash Cannon, Hydro Cannon, Grass Knot, and Ice Beam. I've got max special attack, and I've got max speed, and I've also got modest nature on this one. The ability is torrent as well. So the whole Empoleon line isn't really fast at all, so they definitely do benefit from a Choice Scarf for sure. So going for a Disrespect Flash Cannon there, and that is enough to take out the Luxray. I think I know what theme team this actually is. I'm going to say the next couple of Pokemon here. So next, maybe I was wrong. So next Pokemon is going to be Lucario, right? I thought it was going to be an Avatar team, but anyway, we're going to swap the Empoleon out here, and I'm going to bring into my Piplup. So this is my Stealth Rock Yawn Protect set. More on that in a sec. So Lucario's going to go for a Sword Dance. This is very, very bad. And I've got a Splash Plate, Waterfall, Protect, Yawn, and Stealth Rocks at max health and max attack. At this stage, I'm thinking that Lucario is going to one-shot the rest of my team. Like, Close Combat's going to wipe all of my Pokemon. It's going to go for a Drain Punch instead, and basically that's the same thing, but probably worse because it's going to be getting our health regeneration back right. So that's the end of Piplup number 2. We'll be back in the next couple of battles. Next Pokemon is my Empoleon. Now, this is the Choice Scarf set you've seen earlier. None of my Pokemon can outspeed this. I need to get some damage right. The only move to go here really is going to go with the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon's got a big amount of base power, and I thought it'd be fun to run on this set too. So go for Hydro Cannon, outspeeding the Lucario, and that is the end of Lucario. Thank goodness. If I had missed there, that was the end of the game. The rest of my Pokemon would have got swept. Yeah, I thought this was going to be an Avatar, the last Airbender team, but it's not. So next Pokemon is going to be the Giratina, and this is actually quite a good Pokemon against my team because I really only have one Ice move, and that's on this Pokemon, which is actually locked into Choice Scarf. I got to swap it out, and maybe I'll be able to use it later on. Also my Prinplup had an Ice move too. So this is a Choice Specs Prinplup. I've got Blizzard Skull, Grass Knot, and Hydro Pump. They actually did a double swap there. Oh wait, I bet you. Okay, so this is going to be a Legend of Korra and Avatar. I haven't watched Legend of Korra before. Is it worth it? Let me know in the comment section if you ever have watched it before. I think it's a mix of both. So with this set, I've got... Actually, this is a different one. This is Legend of Choice Specs. One's another one. This is my Agility, Waterfall, Flail, and Workup set. I've got Max Attack, Out of Nature, and I've got Max Speed. Focus Band as the item, and Ability is going to be Defiant. Quagsire is going to use Toxic on my Prinplup, which is kind of annoying too. I probably won't make use of Flail very much in this battle due to that. Normally, you could get down to a low amount of health, but Toxic's going to take you out. Also, if you are watching this video, please drop a like on there. Really helps out my channel, and thank you everyone that's been doing that. You people are awesome. So go for another work up here, trying to boost my attack. I was hoping I could get onto a reasonably low amount of health and hit the Quagsire fairly hard. I mean, Quagsire's got pretty good base defense, and they've probably got some sort of investment involved too. So I definitely don't expect to take this out. But if I can hit it with a hard enough attack, I feel like I maybe could bring in my Empoleon and take it out. Possibly. I had sort of some strategy going. So I was like, okay, well, this is probably going to be the best I can do. I can go for Flail or I can go for Waterfall. I got to risk it having water absorb, so I'm going to be going for the flail instead. Unfortunately, it's going to go for a protect, but I was like, wait, that actually isn't all that bad because I'm actually going to be having a more powerful flail now. That'll put me on a lower man health with the toxic damage. So that's actually kind of good. So Prinplup's on 23 health now. I'm going to pop the hardest flail I'm going to be able to pop on this set, and Quagsire will just be able to take me out of the Earthquake. But that's okay. This is going to do like way more than my other one. So it did 3/4 damage. I can't complain about that. That's very good. So bye-bye Prinplup, a solid performance there. I thought about running an Endure set on there. I really did, but I don't know, I guess that's where the focus band came in, but it didn't really come into that statement anyway, because the Toxic would have taken me out. So next Pokemon is Prinplup. I got Blizzard Skull, Grass Knot, and a Hydro Pump. I can go for a Grass Knot here and easily take this out. It's 4 times weak. The Quagsire is going to go for a Protect here. Now, obviously they can see they've got Grass Knot. They might swap into Giratina, but they don't know that I'm Choice Spec, so I don't think they will. I'm hoping they won't because I would have loved to go against Blizzard like on the Giratina, right? So go for Grass Knot, and that is the end of Quagsire. Good. So that's 3 Pokemon down. I need to take Giratina out with this Empoleon, sorry, this Prinplup or the other Empoleon. Next Pokemon is Charizard. That still look really cool there. I have to get some of them on my Pokemon. And Charizard shouldn't be too hard. My whole team is water, right? So I shouldn't have any worries. So going into my Empoleon, this was the Sword Dancer. This is probably the best set on my team. So Air Sash, I'm going to risk that very easily. The only move I can really do to him, I'm trying to think, maybe a ground type move or Solar Beam will hit for neutral if it's got it. I've got a Sword Dance, Waterfall, Earthquake, Drill Peck set. I've got in this one Max Attack and Max Speed, Jolly Nature. So Charizard's going to go for a Blast Burn. Very good damage from my Empoleon. I've got my Berry here being my Citrus, sorry, my Salac Berry boosting my speed. This is the same Empoleon as I used in my 4th gen final evolution team. I think I just tweaked the set a little bit and put Waterfall on there instead of Avalanche. I think that's the only difference that it actually has on the set. So that's the end of Charizard. Our next Pokemon we got coming out here is going to be Tyranitar. So Tyranitar will get hit pretty hard by a Waterfall. I don't feel like I can one-shot it, but I still have a couple other Pokemon. So, okay, so Giratina is going to be the last Pokemon. I need to make sure I keep an Ice move back. I have to make sure. So go for the Waterfall here, hoping for a low-key flinch. That'd be great. Still did pretty good damage there. No flinch, and Tyranitar is going to take me out with the Earthquake. So that's unfortunate. I would have loved the flinch there. I mean, I would have been walled by the Giratina after that, but that's okay. That's the end of my Empoleon. Now I've got my Prinplup and my Empoleon left. Both of these Pokemon have the capacity to take it out. I don't want to go into my Choice Scarf set just yet. I was like, okay, well, I'll go into Prinplup here. I don't want to go for Ice Beam on the Tyranitar. I thought it would live on the Choice Scarf one, because it's quite bulky on the special side, Special Sandstop. So I decided to go into this and go for Scald. Here comes the Stone Miss here, which is going to land almost taking Prinplup out. The only reason I lived that was due to the bulk that I gave it, max health, right? So go for Scald, and that is the end of Tyranitar. So all that's left out is going to be the Giratina and the Empoleon. At this stage, I didn't really want to swap out of Prinplup into Empoleon because I would probably take unnecessary damage, but I thought, well, if I outspeed Giratina, I could hit it with a Blizzard. Like, I could be wasting an opportunity here, but I was like, well, I don't think it's going to outspeed Giratina, so let's go for Scald. I'll try and get a burn if I do outspeed it. That's the best I can do, considering I'm locked in, right? Now Giratina is going to go for a Shadow Claw here, and that is the end of Prinplup. So, good decision not to swap out there. It, wasn't going to outspeed anyway. So here we go. We're down to the last Pokemon here, people. The good thing is there is a little bit of Sandstorm damage happening on the Giratina too. Now, Empoleon, as I said, has got the Choice Scarf, so I'll be going first. And this didn't seem to be able to hit me so much outside of Shadow Claw. So I believe I can live at least another 1 to 2 Shadow Claws really easily. So going for Ice Beam, I know that I'll be able to outspeed the Giratina here. It's just how much damage it will do. It does hardly anything. I'm like, wow, that did nothing. So here comes a Shadow Claw. I'm going to live that one. In fact, I'm going to be able to live a second one after that, unless it's a critical hit. So things are looking good right now. I was hoping maybe for a low-key free sacks too. So go for another Ice Beam here on the Giratina. It's very bulky. Giratina's always been quite bulky. It managed to hang on, and it doesn't attack me, and it goes for a rest. Oh, no. So my Giratina is going to be all the way back to full health again. I was kind of curious whether that had, Sleep Talk or something like that, or I had Chesterberry. And it's going to have a Chesterberry, so that's very bad. so it can almost take me out in the next shot. The Sandstorm has gone as well, which is also bad for my Empoleon. I can really only hope for a crit here. That's my best sort of effort. Or a freeze. A freeze would be amazing, right? So firing up another Ice Beam, it is a clean 3-hit KO against the Giratina. Giratina's got to go for a Shadow Claw here, and that is the end of Empoleon. And that, my friends, is the very first battle. Unfortunately, Giratina was just far too bulky for, you know, my best ice special attackers, right? And thank you, Hallowed, for the battle. That was a no-joke team, too. I was very impressed how my team went against that. Let's get on to battle number 2. We've got a battle against JT. I think we might have a Dragon Ball Z team here, I think. So first Pokemon is not another Lucario. Okay, I've got Piplup as lead. Now, this Piplup is a Hydro Pump set. You've seen this before. I thought, well, I might be able to hit this with a Torrent Hydro Pump. That'll do a lot of damage. Will it take it out? No, but it will do a lot. It should at least do 3/4, unless they've got some crazy bulk, right? Okay, so here comes the Aura Sphere. I thought I might use Aura Sphere because it's got Kakarot, and it really did sort of underwhelming damage to my Piplup. And Hydro Pump, right? Hydro Pump would, I'd say, nearly would have taken that out. And there was a speed tie. It was a speed tie between the Piplup and the Lucario, and I missed Hydro Pump. What the heck? That was like a bulky Lucario. What the heck? Okay, that's the end of Piplup. Man, I was salty. Like, that's been like destroyed. Like 2 battles in a row. Hydro Pump missing actually messed it over. Okay, we're going to go into Piplup number 2 here. This is my Stealth Rock, Yawn, Protect, and Waterfall set. I thought about going for Waterfall just to finish it off. I was like, well, I would like to get Stealth Rocks up against my opponent. Maybe I could go for a Yawn and then Protect and set the rocks up. And if I was really lucky, they might be sleeping for a little bit and then go for Waterfall. So that was the plan anyway with the, Piplup number 2. So here comes Stone Mist. It does around as much as probably Aura Sphere would do because I think they're the same sort of, oh no, this one's a little bit more bulky, so I would have done that like even better. So go for Protect here because we got the Yawn up and now Lucario will go to sleep. So either 1 or 2 things, actually 1 or 3 things will happen here. Lucario will wake up the next turn, it won't wake up the next turn, or my opponent will swap. A lot of the time, the opponent does like first turn wake up, which is kind of annoying, but this time it wasn't the case, so I was very happy about that. And now I can get my Stealth Cross up, which is very, very good. Hoping I can get a Waterfall off on this Lucario and take it out. Lucario's going to wake up and go for a Aura Sphere. So like, this is very bad. Would I live? And I didn't live. If I lived that, Lucario was gone with that Torrent Waterfall. But both my Piplups are down here, so things are not looking too good at the moment. So now we're going to go into Empoleon. This is my Sword Dancing, Waterfalling, Earthquaking Drill Peck set with Salic Berry. So all I got to do is go for Earthquake. I know that I can outspeed this too, because if you remember, my Piplup sped tie with it, which is pretty funny. And that is the end of Lucario, so it's good to get rid of that. It was unfortunate that I had to sacrifice both my Piplups there. I thought I could have, maybe if I went for an attacking move instead of setting up the Stealth Rock, but who would have known they'd wake up like that quickly. So in comes the Zangoose. Now this was a very big problem, because it was a Quick Claw Zangoose. I was like, what the heck? And now Zangoose is going to go for a Sword Dance. I'm like, okay, this is very bad. Because if this has a normal type move, which I'm sure it does, and a fighting type move, it could essentially sweep my whole team. So go for Waterfall. Waterfall is not enough to take it out, and I need 1 more to take it out. It's going to get another Quick Claw here, and that is the end of the next Pokemon, right? Because I actually swapped my Empoleon out here. I decided to go into my Prinplup because I thought it was acceptable losses here. I wouldn't be able to outspeed Zangoose. Even if it didn't get its Quick Claw, I was going to faint, right? So here comes the close combat, and that's the end of Piplup. This is really, really bad here. So my only option to swap in here is going to be my Choice Scarf Empoleon. If they get a Quick Claw, it's going to be really bad, but if they don't, I'll be able to outspeed them. All of my other Pokemon will not be able to outspeed them, even if it doesn't get a Quick Claw right. So I can go for any move here. Flash Cannon's probably the best move to go for. I don't really want to go for Hydro Cannon because that'll leave me sort of, that sort of 1 turn of doing nothing. I don't know if I want that. And I just went for Flash Cannon. That was the best move. 100% actually, right? We didn't really want to miss here. So go for Flash Cannon, and that is the end of Zangoose. That Zangoose with Quick Claw was, that was scary, right? Like, Zangoose already has, like, pretty decent speed. Next Pokemon is going to be the Typhlosion with no flames around. I really miss the days where Typhlosion had flames around its neck. So at this stage, I'm locked into my Flash Cannon. I don't want to do that against Typhlosion. Going to do no damage. Let's go into Prinplup. This is my Agility Waterfall set. So the Typhlosion, this actually wasn't... Well, when I looked at the team preview of this team, like, okay, Typhlosion is probably the most least threatening Pokemon on this team, right? I don't have to worry about this at all. So I can go for Scald here. That'll do heaps of damage. It's already taken some damage already, which is great. So I went for Scald right. Now, Typhlosion is going to go for a Crush Claw. So that's an interesting move, a physical Typhlosion. Very, very nice. It's not going to do a lot to Prinplup. I've got max health, and that is the end of Typhlosion. But I don't know, who agrees? Should Typhlosion have its flames around its neck back? Looks like so much better, in my opinion. Okay, next Pokemon is going to be the Gliscor here. So this is good. I can go for Scald against this thing, but it might be able to it should be able to outspeed me and take me out. It's a special Gliscor. I was like, damn, a special Gliscor. I actually got to try that this generation. It'll be fun. I go for Scald again, and Gliscor's going to go down there. I'm only taking these out because it's super effective, and I've got a choice mix. Otherwise, you know, that'd probably definitely be able to live. So that's the end of Gliscor, a special Gliscor. Nice. Next Pokemon is Donphan. This is actually a problem Pokemon because it's got a super effective move, and it's going to outspeed me too. So here comes the high horsepower and bye-bye Piplup. Now I've only got 2 Empoleon left, and both of them are weak to ground type moves. And I'd say, man, I reckon they could actually get one-shotted by this thing. It's got pretty good attack. It's going to be stab too. So swapping in my Empoleon head, this is the choice card. Sorry, this is the Sword Dancing Waterfall one. It's like, well, if it's got sturdy, I mean, it's going to live, right? But I don't even think it'll get to sturdy. No, it didn't. Like, look at that. There's a nice bulk of Donphan. Donphan's going to pop a high horsepower here, and that's the end of my Empoleon right there in one shot. So I was like, man, this is bad. Like, all I've got left is 1 Pokemon. I've still got 2 Pokemon to deal with here. What am I going to do? So the last 2 Pokemon were weak to Empoleon, but remember, to take this thing out, I'm going to have to go for a Hydro Cannon. A Hydro Cannon has got 1 turn of recharge, so I'm going to, like, worst case scenario, I'm going to need to at least take 1 hit. And I cannot take 1 hit from Donphan because it will one-shot me, right? So go for Hydro Cannon, and that is going to be the end of Donphan. Donphan's special defense is nowhere near what its defense is, so that's good. The last Pokemon was definitely possible to faint, but it also had a good move against me because it is Infernape. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take a close combat here for sure. If I can take it, let's see, or a Thunder Punch, I don't really know. So here comes a close combat, and that was so close. I only just took that on 14 health there, and now it's going to have a defense drop. Not that that really matters. Like, okay, it's going to be a slam dunk anyway if I land this right. And I know that I can outspeed because I'm Trace Card. They had a Pasho Berry on, like, hidden on their Inferno. I was like, uh-oh. So go for the Hydro Cannon here, but that was enough to take out. If I wasn't running, like, full special attacking EVs, and like, say they didn't use another move than like close combat, I'd say that would have lived. So crazy battle there. And then thank you for the battle, JT. Nice little surprise with the Pasho Berry on Inferno, but I was down really far in that battle. Like, I had to claw my way back there. Let's get on to the battle. This is against Nathan, and we got a Deli Whoop lead here, which is going to be the Cricketune. I'm sure someone could do the Deli Whoop a bit better than me. So first Pokemon I got here is Piplup. I like to lead with Piplup in all the battles. Frankly, with the evolution teams, I like to lead with a baby in most of them because I normally had a strategy which worked very well at the start there. And I also got to see what moves the lead Pokemon do, and I can sort of plan my moves and stuff around that. So dropping Cricketune speed there with the Icy Wind. They're going to put the Sticky Whip down. Deli Whip's going to miss the attack. Now it's going to go for a X-Scissor. X-Scissor is going to do around half of my Piplup's health here. Man, This Piplup, it just has had no luck the whole time. It's missed the majority of its Hydro Pumps here. So poor little Piplup. It's all good though. Maybe you'll get some better luck next time I use you. Okay, second Piplup here. I might as well swap it in, you know what I'm saying? And this one was also a Torrent one too. I was thinking at this stage, I could make use of that Sticky Web with Define on my my Empoleon. That'd be really good, right? So here comes a X-Scissor. Does a little bit less than it did on the very first one, and now I can set the Stealth Rocks up. So I'm like, okay, that's very good. I could potentially go for a Waterfall here as well, if I can get it going right. So I'm going to live on 11 health, which is great, putting me exactly in Torrent range, and that is going to do huge amounts of damage, taking out the Cricketune. That was awesome. Awesome damage there by the physical Piplup. Next Pokemon I got is Caddy. I'm not sure if this is the same team, but I believe the first 2 battles, like if you were watching, so if you're still watching, I believe the first one was like an Avatar, like mixed Avatar team. The next one, I think that was a Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z team. I don't know about this one. I think these are just random nicknames. Chara. Or maybe it's not. So we got the nasty plot from the chat on here. I was like, oh, this is bad. The only good thing is Chatot doesn't have too much coverage against steel types. Against stuff like Piplup and Prinplup, it's going to be nasty. So go for Waterfall, and yeah, they tried to set up against Piplup, but with the Torrent, max attack, Piplup, it hits pretty hard, especially against Pokemon that aren't super bulky like, Chatot and Kricketune. So they've got a Empoleon too. It's going to go for an Aqua Jet here, and that is the end of Piplup. So Piplup carried there. They did so much work. Took out the Kricketune and the Chatot. It was beautiful. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Empoleon. So Empoleon can go for an Earthquake here. And as I mentioned before, since they put the Sticky Web on the field, Define is going to kick in, giving me a very, very nice rise in my attacks by 2 stages. They're going to go for a Scumbag Freeze Axe. Heck no, that's not going to happen. I could go for an Earthquake here, and that will most certainly take out Empoleon there, which is great. So this is giving me a nice lead to the battle here. And I've only lost 2 Piplups, so things are pretty good. So Kricketune, Chatot, and Empoleon down. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Mamoswines. Like, this is the Pokemon that I was worried about in the team preview, right? It's going to outspeed me. It's going to go for an Earthquake here, and that's going to drop me in one shot. So it was sort of like the previous battle, how there was a Donphan there, but Mamoswine is way more of a threat than Donphan, in my opinion. So we're going to go into Prinplup. I don't think that critical hit even mattered either. Like, Mamoswine's got a lot of, attacks out there, right? So I've got my Prinplup. I'm going to get caught in the Sticky Web too. But this Prinplup actually has a Define as well. So, okay, this is good. If I can somehow manage to live an attack, which I feel I might because I'm running max health, and I did, I was like, oh, sweet, this is awesome. So I lived it, and I got the Waterfall off there, +2, and that was in, I believe that was, almost going to be a one-hit without that, but, that was definitely some great damage there taking out the Mamoswine. Next Pokemon we got here is going to be the Delcatty. Delcatty came in early, didn't really do too much. It's going to go for Fake Out. I knew that I had Fake Out, and that's the end of Prinplup, but that's okay. That's fine. I got rid of the very threatening Pokemon, Mamoswine. We're going to go into the Choice Scarf Empoleon now. The problem is with my Choice Scarf, the Sticky Web is sort of got to get rid of that, right? But that's okay. That's fine there. I don't see Pure Ugly be able to do any damage to me, right? So it's going to go for Shadow Claw. The only thing it can really do is get a critical hit. And even then, a crit wouldn't do much. And it had a King's Rock. I was like, oh, it's a King's Rock. Critting set, that's interesting. You're not going to get critted on the second turn, which is great. I can go for, Flinch, and I can go for the Hydro Cannon, and that is, that's the end of Caddy, so that's good. And I've still got one more Prinplup in the back too. So I'm on recharge at the moment, and the next Pokemon, last Pokemon on the team is going to be Bastiodon. So Bastiodon, if it's got Sturdy, it doesn't have Sturdy anymore, right? Now it's going to go for a Rock Smash, trying to drop my defenses, I guess. I guess that maybe it's only super effective move. They got a crit there, which is pretty good. Hydro Cannon is going to hit very, very hard. Obviously, they've taken a lot of damage before then with the Stealth Rocks. Amazing damage. And that is the end of the Bastiodon, and that is the end of the battles. Hope you enjoyed the Piplup Evolution team. I'll see you tomorrow, possibly for another Pokemon swing. Peace out.